Hi, welcome to English with Rick, and a lesson about pronouns. A pronoun replaces a noun in a sentence, and they can stop you from repeating nouns. Here's a joke to start off this lesson. I was at the park wondering why this frisbee kept getting bigger, and then it hit me. That joke is funny only because the pronoun it replaces this frisbee in the second clause. If I said, I was at the park wondering why this frisbee kept getting bigger, and then the frisbee hit me, that's not funny. The sentence, I was at the park wondering why this frisbee kept getting bigger, and then it hit me, is funny because it hit me is an idiom that means you solved a puzzle. And it also means that something, this time the frisbee, hit you. The phrase, it hit me, has two meanings that both make sense at the same time. That's why it's funny. Pronouns can also change your sentence from a simple statement to one that's about possessing something. And they can also change a sentence from one that's objective into a subjective sentence, or the other way around. Pronouns can be placed into 5 groups of 4. Each of the pronouns in these groups refer to the same person or thing that belongs to the same person or group of people. The first group is I, me, mine, and myself. Then there's the group that contains masculine pronouns, he, him, his, and himself. And then there's also the group that's all about a bunch of people that includes the speaker. This group of pronouns is made up of we, us, ours, and ourselves. The pronouns she, her, hers, and herself all refer to someone who identifies as a female person or something that belongs to a female. The pronouns they, them, theirs, and themselves refer to a group that the speaker is not part of, or to something that belongs to a group, but can also be a person who does not identify as either male or female. Putting those pronouns into 5 groups might help you remember them better. In addition to those groups, there are different types of pronouns. One type is the personal pronoun. This type of pronoun can be the subject of a clause or a sentence, like the word I in this sentence. I am a student. I is the personal pronoun used by the person speaking who is describing themselves. Personal pronouns include I, he, she, it, they, we, and you. You can use a personal pronoun in a sentence like this one. I bought you a house. In that sentence, the personal pronoun you replaces a person's name because you are talking to that person you bought a house for. Personal pronouns can be objective. This means that they are the object of a verb, preposition, or infinitive phrase. The objective pronouns are me, her, him, it, you, them, and us. Here's a sentence with the objective personal pronoun us. Liz bought the cake for us. In that sentence, the objective pronoun us describes who the cake was bought for. Personal pronouns can also be possessive. The possessive pronouns are mine, his, hers, ours, yours, its, and theirs. In the sentence, is all of this yours? The possessive personal pronoun is yours, referring to the person that you are speaking to. Subject pronouns are usually at the beginning of a sentence or phrase. Remember, the typical order of words in an English sentence is subject, verb, and then object. The subject pronoun in a sentence is the person or thing that does something, is something, or thinks or feels some way. Here's an example of how to use the subject pronoun. I bought her a bracelet. In this sentence, the word I did the thing that the verb represents, buying, so I is the subject pronoun. Object pronouns receive an action or motion. They are placed after verbs and prepositions like to, for, and at. You can use an object pronoun as it is in the second sentence here. I like this book. I read it last week. It is the object pronoun after a verb in that sentence, and it replaces the word book so you don't have to repeat the word book. Here's another example. They always send emails to us. Us is the object pronoun in that sentence. Us appears after the preposition to. That's all for your lesson about pronouns, and I hope to see you again soon. Wait a minute. I can't resist. Just one more thing. Try to find the 7 pronouns in this last joke. And it's not just a joke. It's also good advice. Before you criticize someone, walk a mile in their shoes. That way, when you do criticize them, you're a mile away, and you have their shoes. Bye for now.